Today, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's the NFC Championship game. As we'll see Lamar Jackson and the San Francisco 49ers versus Kirk Cousins and the Detroit Lions.
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. Hello, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The postseason continuing here on EA Sports, and man, it is electric in here, and it should be conference championship time.
I don't know about you, but my butterflies in my stomach, they have iron wings in this one. And every guy I've ever talked to has all said the same thing. This game, the conference championship game, may have more intensity than even the Super Bowl because you know what the stakes are. You're trying so hard to get to the big game that this is the one that's the real challenge.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. They're led out by the NFL's MVP from 2019, now in his fourth season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Jackson. Now he'll escape to his left. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 23.
Offensively, they like their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
They'll run on first down. Akers. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 15-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. From the gun, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Jackson. Forced out. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback in his 10th NFL season now, a two-time Pro Bowler, Kirk Cousins. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
Play fake, Cousins. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. They go play action. Cousins. He'll buy some time right. Open target. Here's Matthews. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got to...
And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jordan Matthews there to make the grab. And the Lions have struck first in this NFC title game. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game, how about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Walker now to kick this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. Jackson now. He finds his man, complete. It's back. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that is incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start thinking to himself, okay, we just did that. What are they going to take away now? What do we go to as a counter and continue to encourage his offensive line to continue to give him time?
They were really good on the last drive. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. That'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. They go play action now. Jackson looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Lions are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Okay, partner. No surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 56 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Lions touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Lions add on to their lead. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now 14-0. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Landry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. To throw is Jackson. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is going to have a Niners first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Rosa's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp. Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Final play of the half, Cousins. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. But first, time to look ahead to the AFC Championship coming up later today. And it should be a great one as well, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins doing battle with the Baltimore Ravens. So with that, let's get you right back out to the second half.
The Halas Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
On second down, ETN once more. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. To throw is Cousins. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Lions continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is up to 18 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. Baron Browning, the one who brought him down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Going right back to Akers. And down he'll go at the 25. 43 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out. Now evades the tackler, and now some space. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that...
Akers, he coughs it up, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Play action now. Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Max Crosby able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll try to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Azeez Ojulari coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. remains until the NFC crowns its champion. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jackson on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Jackson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Jonathan Grenard able to get him for a loss of about 3.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Now Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high because mentally you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3, we just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow him down.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
They run with Breida. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Cousins. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them? These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kirk Cousins, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Lions are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them, all right? You didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Now a desperation throw deep downfield into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. On play action, Cousins. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for third down. To throw, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete out right to the tight end, Tremble. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And it'll be fourth down. And for all these guys, whether you're a rookie, a 10-year veteran, there's no feeling like this NFC champs.
And you feel like family. Never at any time do you feel more like family than when you're sharing the joy of being the NFC champs. And now everyone gets to say they're going to the Super Bowl.
And that will do it for this one. For Charles Davis, myself, and the entire crew, we'll see you in 2 weeks at the Super Bowl.